What if I told you that a minivan from 2015 still competes with brand new models in 2025? The Toyota Sienna XLE isn't just another family hauler. It's a van that built its reputation on reliability, comfort, and features that were years ahead of their time. But here's the twist. Does that reputation still hold up today? Or has it finally been outclassed by newer rivals like the Honda Odyssey and Chrysler Pacifica? Stick around, because by the end of this review, you'll know whether the 2015 Sienna XLE is a hidden bargain or a risk not worth taking. The Toyota Sienna has always been Toyota's answer to families who want more than just space. They want peace of mind. First introduced in the late 90s, the Sienna quickly built a reputation as one of America's most dependable minivans, rivaling household names like the Honda Odyssey and Chrysler Town & Country. By the time the 2015 Sienna XLE hit the market, Toyota wasn't just selling practicality. It was selling comfort, safety, and a touch of luxury wrapped in a family-friendly package. Now, fast forward to 2025. The minivan segment has changed dramatically. Crossovers are stealing buyers left and right, and newer vans pack in high-tech features that weren't even on the radar a decade ago. So why are people still talking about the 2015 Sienna XLE? Well, this model year was a turning point for Toyota's minivan lineup, offering a refreshed design, updated interior tech, and a strong V6 engine that promised long-term reliability. But here's the real question. In today's market, is a 10-year-old Sienna still a smart buy compared to newer competitors? Or does nostalgia overshadow reality? In just a moment, we'll dive into the details, from design and comfort to performance and value, to see whether the 2015 Sienna XLE deserves a spot in your driveway today. So let's dig into what the 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE actually brings to the table. At first glance, it doesn't scream for attention the way a flashy SUV does, but that's kind of the point. The Sienna was built to be understated. Clean lines, a wide stance, and a subtle chrome grille that says, "I'm here to do the job without showing off." It may not win style awards, but for families, the look is timeless rather than dated. Step inside, though, and the Sienna XLE starts to show its true personality. Leather-trimmed seats, wood-grain accents, and soft-touch materials were a big leap forward for minivans in 2015. Even today, the cabin feels surprisingly upscale for its age. There's room for 7 or 8 passengers, and the second-row captain's chairs are the real star. Plush, supportive, and the kind of seat you wouldn't mind spending hours in on a road trip. And yes, the third row folds flat, so you're still getting serious cargo flexibility. Technology is where things get interesting. A decade ago, Toyota equipped this van with a touchscreen infotainment system, rear seat entertainment options, and available navigation, features that were cutting edge at the time. Sure, compared to today's massive digital displays and wireless everything, it feels a little dated. But the system is intuitive, functional, and most importantly, reliable. No buggy software updates, no overcomplication, just buttons and menus that work. Performance-wise, the 2015 Sienna XLE comes with a 3.5-liter V6 engine producing 266 horsepower. That doesn't sound mind-blowing in today's world of turbocharged everything, but what matters is how it feels behind the wheel. Smooth acceleration, confident highway passing, and enough strength to haul a fully loaded cabin without breaking a sweat. Combine that with Toyota's reputation for bulletproof reliability, and you start to see why so many Siennas are still on the road with, well, over 150,000 miles. And here's something you might not expect. The Sienna was the only minivan of its era to offer available all-wheel drive. That made it a rare choice for families living in snowy states, where traction and confidence in bad weather can be a deal breaker. It's one of those quiet features that doesn't get enough attention, but could be a game changer for the right buyer. Of course, it's not all perfect. Fuel economy hovers around 18 mpg city and 25 mpg highway. Not terrible for a van, but nowhere near today's hybrid or plug-in models. And while the ride is comfortable, it leans more toward cushy than sporty, which means sharp corners remind, that you're still driving a minivan. The infotainment screen also feels small by modern standards, and you won't find today's advanced driver assist tech beyond the basics like a rear-view camera. So, does that mean the Sienna is showing its age? Absolutely. But does it also mean it's falling behind? Well, not so fast, because when you line up its reliability, comfort, and unique all-wheel drive option against some of the newer, more expensive rivals, the value story starts to get very interesting. And in just a bit, we'll break down the highlights and drawbacks that could make, or break, your decision to buy one today. And here's where things get interesting: the moment you actually drive the 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE. On paper, it's just a minivan with a V6. But on the road, it surprises you. The throttle response is smooth, acceleration is stronger than you'd expect, and even merging onto the highway with a full load of passengers doesn't feel strained. It's not sporty, but it delivers a kind of confidence that makes you forget you're piloting a decade-old family van. But the real shock comes in the ride quality. Most people assume an older minivan would feel clunky, worn, or outdated. Instead, the Sienna glides. The suspension soaks up bumps with ease, steering is light but precise, and the cabin stays surprisingly quiet, even at highway speeds. You can tell Toyota engineered this van for comfort, and it still delivers 10 years later. Now here's the turning point. When you stack it against modern rivals like the Chrysler Pacifica or Honda Odyssey, the Sienna does fall short in terms of cutting-edge technology and fuel economy. You won't get hybrid efficiency, massive touchscreens, or advanced driver assists here. But what you do get is something far more valuable to many families: dependability. Owners routinely report crossing 200,000 miles with minimal issues, and that kind of peace of mind isn't easy to find, even in today's brand-new models. So does the 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE blow away the competition? Not exactly. But does it hold its ground in ways you wouldn't expect from a 10-year-old minivan? Absolutely. It may not win the tech race, but it wins where it counts: reliability, comfort, and all-weather versatility with its available AWD. And that leaves us with the big question. With all of this in mind, is the Sienna XLE a smart buy in 2025, or are you better off putting your money towards something newer? Let's break it all down in the final verdict. So, where does the 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE stand in 2025? After looking at design, comfort, performance, and real-world usability, the verdict is clear. This is a minivan that may show its age in tech, but refuses to give up when it comes to reliability and practicality. Let's recap. On the plus side, you're getting a smooth and powerful V6, a comfortable and spacious interior, and Toyota's track record for long-term dependability. Add in that rare all-wheel drive option, and the Sienna XLE becomes one of the few used vans you can confidently take into snow or rain without hesitation. For families that value peace of mind and real-world usability, these are huge wins. On the downside, fuel economy lags behind today's hybrids. The infotainment screen feels small by modern standards, and you won't find the advanced driver assist features that newer vans deliver. If cutting-edge tech or maximum efficiency are at the top of your list, you may want to lean toward something newer like the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid or the latest Honda Odyssey. But here's the key takeaway. If you're in the market for a dependable family hauler under $20,000, the 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE is still one of the smartest buys out there. It's proof that sometimes the best value isn't in what's brand new. It's in what has already proven itself on the road for a decade, and that's the bigger impact. Cars like the Sienna remind us that not every family needs the flashiest tech or the newest badge. Sometimes all you really want is a vehicle that you can trust to get you, your kids, and everything you care about from point A to point B, year after year. So now it's your turn. Would you buy a 2015 Toyota Sienna XLE in 2025, or would you go for something newer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It helps the channel grow and keeps reviews like this coming your way.